Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, Mother's Day. Hopefully you treated your mom well, at least gave a call if she doesn't live nearby. And, well, we got a lot to be thankful when it comes to moms. So, hope you did well on that. May 9th, Numbers 17 and 18, Psalm 55, Isaiah 7, and James chapter 1. We're going to spend our time in James, and we could really do that for every chapter. There's so many good things in the book of James, but we're just going to hit today and then maybe on Thursday or Friday of this week. We'll see. So let's start in verse 2. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. So now we got a problem. Because who does that? Right? Who counts it all joy when you meet trials of various kinds? Not me. You? Probably not. Right? That's not our inclination. That's why this is a letter to help us in our thinking. Here's why, he says. You know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. The implication is the kind of trials he's talking about are spiritual in nature. Not, oh, I have to do the dishes again, or oh, the lawn needs mowed again. Ah, what a trial. There's an aspect of faith and your walk with God involved in the kind of trials that he's talking about, I think. But probably not limited to that. But the testing of your faith, he says, produces something in you. He says this word steadfastness. And then let it have its full effect. And the idea in the original language is to remain under. In other words, don't be looking for the quick way out of something. Don't try to get out of difficult things in a hurry. That's how we pray, right? We get me out of this mess. I can't handle this. And yet, by going through these things and remaining under them is the idea, it produces steadfastness, and it helps us become perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. There's a character traits that begin to work in us in and through the situation. You're like, yeah, but I still don't understand. I still don't. Well, he says this in verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. The one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. That person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. I need this reminder to ask God for wisdom. He's the one that has it. He wants to give it. We have to believe it for it. Ask it in faith. You're a good God. There's a situation I've been going through, or I went through, or I have this decision to make. Which direction should I go? Which way should I talk about it? How is it going to be resolved? We shouldn't shy away from seeking answers from God in prayer. And I'm not saying that we do, or that you do, or don't. I think it's one of those that it's just a good reminder. See, this idea of remaining under comes out in verse 12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who loved him. There's something to be said for faithfulness and steadfastness in our lives, in our walk, in our marriages, in our parenting, in our workplace, in our communities. If you can be counted on, that you know that person's going to be there, he's going to show up, it's a pretty amazing thing. And when it comes in the midst of trials, there's a crown involved. It's a good deal. Till next time, keep growing little by little.